I'm starting off my morning at one of my favorite places, Turner's Auto Wrecking. I have quite a bit of free time today. I'm not sure if I really need anything, but every time I come here, I'm usually able to just kind of walk around. And I want to start you guys off way back here in the corner with this F600. I love the patina on this truck, and the color combination with the white grille just really stands out to me. I originally had wanted to put this cab and fenders and grille on the dually frame, but that probably would have been a little bit too big of a task to undertake. I eventually do want to do something with this. I would love to find an F600 or even just find something a little newer and then swap this cab and fenders on and make a really big truck. But for now, it just sits here in the back. Looks like they removed the rear axle last time I was here. And then we have a Unibody. That one's pretty bad. It's got a lot of rust on the roof. But I think I'm going to spend some time walking around this outer edge here, places I usually don't take a look at, just to see if we find anything Ford related. So I'll bring you guys along. If you guys have been following along on the channel and following along on my junkyard trips, you might remember this old Dodge pickup. When it came in, it was out on the runway. Now it's back here along the wall. But when this truck came in, it was complete. No real damage. The grille was intact, engine, transmission, hood, which is still in the bed there. The keys were still in the ignition. Doors are in great shape. The bed. It's really actually sad to see it in here. But at this point, everything's gone. Engine, transmission. Looks like they might have cut out the floor. You have part of the grille here. A little bit of damage on this front fender, but besides that, it was a really solid truck. As I'm making my way back up to the main runway, I think this is about the general area that I found the passenger side fender for the dually. And there really is just so much stuff everywhere. Here we got a 67 passenger side bump side door. And 67 was kind of a 1 year only thing as they transitioned, I'm assuming, into the 67 through 72 model year trucks. But instead of your normal armrest and your little latch for the door, this one on 67 only, you pulled up and that unlocked the door for you, which is pretty cool, to be honest with you. I kind of like that. It's just more of a, I guess, 50s and 60s style to it, but pretty neat to see that door. Let's see what else we can find in here. Maybe we can find some West Coast mirrors. A wagon or panel van, I guess you would call it. A Mach 1 fender. Looks like a green color. And we've got a bunch of parts. Oh. Some pistons, crankshaft, cams, heads. 305. Maybe someone was stashing those. Looks like those cars up there have met their fate. The end of the line, gonna get crushed, but found an F600 grill. Be a pretty cool piece to put in the garage. It's blue. And we got a bunch of Ford parts. We got some fenders, hoods, doors. A few front ends here. We have that white one propped up. That one there as well. This lunar green door, I believe, is for slick side 60s. Dentside fender. My truck, my 70 F350, had the original door panels in it, in the green color that the interior was in. And I took them off, had them stored for a while. This was 4 or 5 years ago, and ended up throwing them away. I really wish I hadn't have done that. Could have maybe cleaned them up a little bit. They were in decent shape, and put them on the truck. So I'm kind of searching through these doors just to see if there's any with some decent door cards on there, and maybe I can dye them green, or who knows, maybe I'll find some green ones. One thing that I really thought about doing on the dually is putting a step side bed on it, like this one. Would have to obviously extend the fenders to make all the tires fit. And then another issue would be the longer wheelbase. There'd probably be quite a bit of a gap between the cab here and the back of the bed, but could either extend it and make some sort of storage like a toolbox, or put a gas tank off a semi, like the chrome gas tank. I think that would be different, but kind of cool at the same time. Just would need a tailgate. This bed actually doesn't look in too bad a shape. I'm assuming this side is cut like that for the filler necks. That one, and if you have an auxiliary tank there. But I wonder how much they would want just for the bed. Looks like this corner is kind of bent down a little. And I don't know how well you guys can see that. There you go. Looks like it's got a wood floor, so wouldn't be too hard to replace that. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of rust on the actual bed. Let me know what you guys think. Should I put a flatbed on the dually, or do something different? Put a step side bed on it like this? Or should we bag it? No, definitely not doing that. I don't remember seeing this black Dentside here before with that sweet camper on it, but I do remember, I believe this is a 66, just because the style of the bed. But front end is pretty much gone. What is that? Cassette carrier. That's kind of cool. It's got the rod. So I've really been debating on whether to convert the dually to a 4-speed and slowly just get the parts together. And see what I can start finding. So we'd obviously need that clutch and brake pedal assembly. Let's see if all the rods, well actually, transmission, we got that little pivot right here for the Z-bar, but I don't see it anywhere. Transmission cross member, I'm not sure if that bracket is a pivot for it either. Looks like this is the shift rod that comes down from the cab. But pretty rough looking truck. So you guys saw this Super Camper Special last time I was here, and we'll get a better view of that in a second, but looks like they took the bed off just to cut pieces out of it. Why, I have no idea, especially with it being a Super Camper Special. Obviously not super rare, but definitely more of a unique truck. And here we have a better view of the tank. So if I wanted to do something like this with the dually, again, because the frame runs back 34 inches all the way, looks like I would just probably need this cross member here. Could take that shield, the straps, probably this heat shield here, and then I could run this tank at the rear of the frame. But I'm really not sure why you would cut it like this when there's so many others that you can do this to. I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far, but I do have one quick question for you, and it's in regards to the style or layout of the video. I make a lot of trips out to Turner's Auto Wrecking, and there's really so much out there I can easily get lost, and I've done it before where I lose track of time, and next thing I know, I've been out there 3 hours just walking around. I know where all the classic Ford trucks are, so I know where to look for certain things. Occasionally there is a new truck or new vehicle out there that I try to show you guys, but is there anything else that you guys would like to see? Maybe I can do a longer video and walk around and show you how much there really is out there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and also if you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it. Back to the video. Made it back onto the main runway. You guys can see the F600 is still there that we pulled the dash bezel out of. And as we come up to the other gas truck, the cab is gone. We've got the seat, the front end and the hood, and the flathead. So up until last time I saw this truck, I had never seen a flathead in person. And I didn't really give you guys too detailed of a look at it, but it is very, very complete, which is pretty cool to see. So we got the generator right on top, the distributor, coil, the single carburetor. That's a pretty cool piece. Got the master cylinder and brake booster down here at the bottom of the frame. But very, very cool. So that's, oh, got a band there, but kind of cool. Let's keep this covered. We don't want it to rain and then get water in the engine. I don't know what type of condition that's in. But very cool that it still has the sticker on there. And it seems like it's meant to have that small gap at the bottom, I guess, where the air would come in through. But very cool. I wonder what happened to the cab. I'm making my way out back, and this is usually where they keep all the work trucks. You got a 56 Ford. I'm not quite sure what year that is or whether it's a Ford. I think it is. I didn't find anything on the door. And then this one is a 47 Ford. Kind of cool to see the styling, that front grille. You got an inline 6 flathead. Cab looks like it's in pretty decent shape actually. Very cool to see these old trucks. Really long flatbed on it. So I found another 60s Dodge, and I'm pretty sure this has probably been here and I've just never noticed it. But four-wheel drive truck, leaf springs, front axle's gone. Engine and transmission are gone. The hood is really, really rough. Fenders are in good shape. Cool little window crank. I'm not sure if this belongs to this. Well, I think so. Kind of cool. Different. Bed is gone. The cab's not too rough. Transmission cover, dash. Let's see if we can find out what year this was. D24. Engine was a 318, NP 435, transfer case 4-speed. For any of you guys that are Dodge guys and know what year this is, let me know down in the comments. Oh, I think I found it. 69. Very cool. Door doesn't really close too well. But would have been a very cool truck to see. Now this is something you don't see every day, an international travel all. Looks like a 71. 68 is crossed out, but definitely very cool. Patina is really, really nice on this one. That roof is in great shape. The whole thing is actually in really, really good shape. Grill is really, really straight. Can't really make that out. Body is pretty straight for the most part. And this thing is big. Some damage here at the back. Let's take a look at the interior. Looks like the interior is very complete. Some molding up there on the roof. I really like this green color. It's pretty similar to what would have been in my 70 F350. But very, very cool piece. If I had the space or the resources, this would be cool to take the body off, find something else to put underneath this thing, and just drive it around as is. Like I said, it's really straight for the most part. A few dents here and there. That lower trim is all there. The patina is really nice. The only thing I don't see is the hood. Hopefully it'd be around here somewhere, but who knows? Maybe down the road a little bit I could take something like this home. I do want something to kind of cruise around in and take the family around on Sundays, on the weekends, out to dinner.